औरत मार्च की तरफ से आप सबको खुश आमदीद।
The Aurat March has sparked debate across Pakistan. We went deeper to understand what real solutions this movement has established for victims of domestic violence and for the rights of transgender individuals. When we spoke to one of the volunteers at the Aurat March, this is what she had to say.
Basic question is, if you are assisting women involved in domestic violence, right? So how do you provide the legal assistance to them? If you have got any legal committee that they can concern or they can come to?
So Aurat March is a socio-political movement that aims to raise awareness about gender-based violence in society and to build women's power and build the power of marginalized communities to be able to advocate for themselves and to form a community of people that can support them in times of crises. And also one of our goals is to change people's mentality.
Okay, but is there a place they can come to? Is there an address or phone number they can contact?
No, we have an Instagram page. We are active on social media. And
most of the victims, they don't have access to these kind of commodities.
As I was saying, we are not a registered organization. We're a movement with the aim of changing people's mindsets, of spreading awareness. We are not a legal aid organization. However, people do sometimes contact us in cases of emergency, etc., for legal help, and we try our best to connect them to lawyers or give them the required resources.
Now, the second problem is that if a woman wants to get justice, right, and bring out the problems from her house, right? So the first problem that she is facing right now is the financial crisis, right? That she's not married or she's got some problems. So the first thing that she's gonna meet is the financial crisis. So do you have any plans to set up any factory or a production line to support them where they can come and work and earn fair wages?
No, again, we are a movement. We're not an organization. That's not the scope of our work to be setting up factories or businesses. However, something related to this that we are doing is that we are unionizing women home-based workers, which are one of the largest parts of our informal economy. And we have already established home-based women workers unions in a few areas across Karachi. And we have set up an Instagram page through which they will be selling their handicrafts, etc., themselves instead of a third person, a contractor, being involved in that process who takes a large part of their earnings.
Okay, don't you think that it's been a long debate, like throughout the years? It's been like 8 to 10 years that you guys have been demonstrating these protests and these events. You should have come to a solution by now.
No, I don't think so. I think if someone feels like 10 years, even though it's been 8 years, it hasn't even been 10, but if someone feels like 8 years or 10 years is a long enough time for problems that have been going on for centuries.
Many people continue to question how a demonstration held once a year can genuinely help women suffering from domestic abuse without creating long-term systems to secure their future. We also raise concerns regarding transgender education and employment rights, and another volunteer shared their perspective on the matter.
Okay, we are again here with one of the participants of the Aurat March. Now, my first question to you is that what do you say, what are the arrangements that you have found across Pakistan for the trans education?
If we talk about trans education, we have seen slightly betterness, especially in Sindh. There is this organization that is Gender Interactive Alliance. They offer, and a very private university, they offer trans quota scholarships. And
can you name the organization?
That is Greenwich University.
Greenwich University.
Yes, so we need more spaces like that. We need, because just one institute is not enough. We are a big population and trans people are not less in number. The illiteracy rate in our community is way too high, and I think this is a high time that the state government actually has to step up and do something for the community, because you always ask questions, why do trans people are always begging on roads, doing dancing and doing things that you fall unethical.
So why
but
don't you guys like ask the authorities to set up a quota for you guys in the
We do.
mainstream universities and the educational
We do.
institutions?
This year, even from Aurat March, we have one of our demand is to increase job quota for trans people, because even after getting, we see a lot of trans people, Rajasthan people who are having degrees but they don't find any jobs, and they are forced to beg, they are forced to dance, and they are forced to do things that they don't want to do because your corporate system is failed. It's failed to have gender minorities. It's not inclusive. We don't see inclusivity everywhere. There are very one to two few places they might have been
Yeah,
giving,
let,
but
let me
that
just quote, because the Science Museum in Karachi, right, they have hired trans people, right, which is a good initiative. So would you like to see more opportunities like that for your community?
yes, we love Magnified Science Museum. We go there and we feel very safe because we see people like us, right? So we need that everywhere. We want a safe space for us. We want, if we enter into a shopping mall, we want to see a diverse environment. We don't
Exactly.
just want to see cis men and only cis women there. So, yeah.
Yeah, thank you for your time, right?
You're welcome.
I appreciate your attention.
Critics argue that after nearly 8 years of demonstrations, no major schools, shelters, rehabilitation centers, or workplaces have been established by the leadership of this movement. Yet every year these marches continue to take place. The debate continues, and the public remains divided.